Back again.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Set. 180. Hey, keep it. Let's go. Pick it up, Keith.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. X3. 218. Chop.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 7.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it, because that is a run, and then there's some finally get to the edge, and those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Stafford. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Easy.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
He's coming in. Mike 50. I'm coming. Alert 22.
They snap it to Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
General West.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit. Check. He's coming. Ready.
From the gun, Costello. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down and goal. Stafford, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Vigil. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nick.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Five. Hey, Sue. Let's go. Hey.
To throw again. Costello. Hunter Henry brings it in. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Costello. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Costello. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Drill right, 22.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes 5, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to look deep for more, and this is going to wind up incomplete.
What?
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What?
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Ready? On third down, Costello. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
He's not going to get me.
On first and 10, Costello. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's get it. Ready? 60 yards. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Now.
Operating from the gun, Costello, and that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Penny. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Costello. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
They'll try the right side here with Penny, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good.
Here's another interception. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
54 is Mike. Hey. Watch 54. Watch 54. 21.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, I 7. 40's Mike.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Costello. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Costello. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Hey, echo. Give me that ball.
On 1st down, Costello, and he finds Penny. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On 1st and 10, Costello flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Costello. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Like 32. Here we go. What happened?
Throwing here, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Stafford now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down and 4. Stafford is going to let this. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly.
Oh,
and that is incomplete. Show off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
GG, bro.
Looks like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So this one's over.